Okay, so for the first one, we're just multiplying, right? So I'm taking 4x times 4x, and I get 16x squared. And then I take 2 minus 2 gives me negative 4. And what happens to the middle terms? They cancel out, so I get 16x squared minus 4. How about 3x plus 4 squared? What's 3x times 3x? Okay, 4 times 4, 16. And then I take 4 times 3, which gives me 12. But how many of these do I have? 2. So I take 12 times 2, so I get 24x. 4x squared minus 36. Is there a greatest common factor? 4. So if you take out the 4, you get x squared minus 9. And then x squared minus 9 is a perfect square. X squared plus 9. How do I factor that? Why can I not? X squared minus 9 is a perfect square. That factors. The plus is unfactorable. You can't factor it. Okay. X squared minus x. Okay, do I have 3 or 4 terms here? No, I have 2. So are they perfect squares? No. So the only thing I can do is what? I can just find the greatest common factor. So when I divide by x, I get x on the outside. What's x squared divided by x? X. And then, am I done? What do I have to have? Put minus 1. You got to have that also. Okay? All right. Okay, so that paper you have, that salmon colored one, so we did these problems, and then tomorrow we're going to do some more problems because you're quizzing on Friday. Okay. Okay. So on the first one, how many terms do I have? How many do I have to have? 4. So when I do this, I take 1 times negative 12 gives me negative 12, and I get negative 11. So I want factors of negative 12 that add to negative 11. So it'll be negative 12 and 1. And those go right here. And now we're back to 4. And so now we can look at the first 2 and the last 2. So the first 2 have an x in common. And the second, they don't have anything in common. Do I have to put anything? You have to put a 1. And remember, you have to match your sign, right? If it's plus here, you have to have a plus here. So I get plus 1 times x minus 12. Do these match? So I get x minus 12. And then I get x plus 1. On the next one, do I have a greatest common factor? 3. Okay, y'all do this one. Okay, Before I go on, y'all, how many of you got this answer already? This one. Okay. So if you don't, you got to help me. Where are you stuck? Where are we stuck? You multiplied wrong? So you took the 2 times the 6 and got 12, and then negative 7, right? And then what multiplies to 12 and adds to negative 7? Okay, so once we have this, these now are this, right? Greatest common factor out, and then just inside the parentheses. Okay. Okay, so once I break it down then, what is in common here? X, and here, negative 2, right? These have to match. So I'm going to get x times 2x minus 3 minus 2 times 2x minus 3. These match, so I get 2x minus 3. I have these left, and we have to bring the 3. So you guys just multiplied wrong? Is that what you did? You guys got it? You guys both got it? Did you get it? Did you? You got it? Okay. Did all 4 of you get it? Okay. You just didn't multiply inside. So just inside the parentheses. Okay. So did you finish? Okay. So where are you stuck? Have you done the homework yet? Okay. The delta math. Okay. All right. Look at number 3. Look at number 3. What do I know for sure I have to do on number 3? I need a greatest common factor, that's for sure. But what else before I even start that? I have to get rid of the negative because the x squared can't be negative. So for sure, we have to divide by negative. And then do I have a greatest common factor? Which is 2. So I'm going to start by dividing by that. Okay, so what goes in my x this time? What goes on top? Negative 48. So we took 12 times negative 4, and then inside is 13. And can I help? It's 16 to negative 3. And that is going to go here. And then what did these have in common? I think 4x. And then here. For sure, is it positive or negative? It's got to be negative. And the 3 and the 4, did they have anything in common? No, so it's got to be a 1. Do I have to write the negative 1 down? You do. So do they match now? They do, so I get 3x plus 4. This goes in the other parenthesis. And then I also need my negative 2 that I took out to start with. Questions? No? Okay. Okay, y'all, what's different between 4 and 5 with what I've just been doing? What's different? Is that scarier? It is not. It is not. Okay, first of all, do I have a greatest common factor? Do I have an X in all of them? Do I have a Y in all of them? No greatest common factor. So I have 3 terms. How many do I have to have? 4. So we're going to pretend like there's just one variable. So if I multiply, what's the number in front of x squared? So 1 times negative 28 gives me negative 28. And what number goes on the bottom? Was that scary? It wasn't. Give me factors in negative 28 that add to 3. What? What? No, I think what? 7 and 4. That was it. So we have 7 and negative 4. Now my 7 and negative 4, which one does that go to? It goes to the middle one. And is that just an X this time? So scary. So I'm going to put 7xy minus 4xy. Whew. I'm a little bit nervous. And then I'm going to go ahead and put minus 28y squared. And at the beginning is x squared. Now do I have 4 terms? Although it's scary, it's 4 terms, and we can do this now, can't we? So what do we have in common here? X. So I'm going to put x plus, what happens to the x's here? They cancel, and what does it leave you with? 7y. And on the next one, it is 4y. It's got to be negative. Don't miss the negative, otherwise it doesn't turn out. So negative 4y. So here, what do I get? X plus 7y. Do the parentheses match? Are we feeling not as scared anymore? X plus 7y. And these are left. Okay. So this is more scary because it's AB instead of XY now? No. 12, 14, and 4. What do they have in common? 2. Is there an A in every term? What's the lowest exponent? A squared. Is there a B in every term? What's the lowest exponent? Okay, so this is my greatest common factor. So I'm going to have 2a squared b times 12 divided by 2 is going to give me 6. I have 4 a's and 2 on bottom. So that gives me a squared. And what happens to the b? All right, it cancels. Then I get 14 divided by 2 is 7. I have 3 a's on top and 2 on bottom. How many does that leave me? 1. I have 2 b's on top, 1 on bottom. Then I'm going to have plus 4 divided by 2 gives me 2. What happens with the a squareds? It just leaves me b squared. Very good. Once I'm here now, can I go ahead and do this? And let's be careful what we're multiplying. We're going to multiply the 6 times the 2, right? So I'm going to have 12 and negative 7. And what did you say? Negative 4, negative 3. Bingo. This is a winner game. Okay, so the minus 7ab, this is where we're going to split, right? And it's not just x, so I'm going to have negative 4ab minus 3ab plus 2b squared and 6a squared. And now I'm back to 4 terms. Can we do that? We can. So I'm going to take 2a. Is that right? Yes. 3a minus b. And over here, I'm going to take minus b. What? I messed up somewhere, y'all. Where? Here? There. Oh, there we go. I'm like, where? Why is this not working? Thank you. So I get 2b here. Now, do they match? They do. So I get 3a minus 2b. And then I have 2a minus b. Is that it? Is that all I need? Don't forget this, right? So I need 2a squared b. Are we okie dokie? Okay. Once I divide good, we're all right, huh? Do y'all want to try the last one? All right, let's go. First of all, is there a greatest common factor? No greatest common factor. Is there 4 terms? I need 4 terms. So the very first thing you have to do is do this, right? You got 3, you got to have 4. So then you're going to multiply this number, which is 1, times negative 24. And what's the number here? So what multiplies to negative 4 or 24 and adds to negative 5? Okay, so now these have to go here. Does it matter if it's x squared y? It doesn't matter. So I'm going to take minus 8x squared y plus 3x squared y minus 24. So is everybody good here? Am I good here? All right. So on the first one, is there an x in both terms? What's the lowest exponent? Is there a y in both terms? What's the lowest exponent? So I have x squared y, and that's, somebody help me here, we're going to get x squared y minus the x squared cancels and the y cancels, so you get minus 8. Phew. So next, over here, I use the plus, right? The plus goes here, and I have a 3 in common. And that's going to give me x squared y minus 8. Do they match? Yes. So I'm going to get x squared y minus 8. And then get this and this. X squared y plus 3. Okay, how many of you think you could probably do this? Okay. All right. Y'all, the next one I'm going to do really fast. This is going fast, so pay attention. So, when we did perfect squares, the difference of squares, what had to be in between them? We had x squared minus 9, right? So that gave me x plus 3 and x minus 3. If we look here, I have 4x squared plus 12x plus 9. Is the 4 a perfect square? Is the 9 a perfect square? So if that's true, if the first one and the last one are perfect squares, we're going to start this the same way. So let's put our parentheses. What's the square root of 4? 2. So I'm going to put a 2 and a 2. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to break apart my x squared. So I'm going to have an x and an x. We make half and half. Next, what's the square root of 9? 3. Y'all, these are both positive, correct? Then both of these are plus. And let's see if it worked. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. So we're good. Okay? So let's look at the next one. So before I start this one, is there a greatest common factor? I don't see one. So 36 is a perfect square. 25 is a perfect square. And y'all, you will know this is happening. Look, in your head, can you take 36 times 25? It's going to be a big number, right? So before you do that, ask yourselves, are they perfect squares? So we're going to do our 2 parentheses again. The square root of 36 is 25. And then I'm going to put a plus and a plus. Let's see if it worked. 5 times 6 is 5 times 6 is 30 plus 30 is 60. Okay. So the last one, y'all, 288 is not a perfect square. So can we divide by 2? Let's try that. So I divide out the 2. What's different about this one? Are they both pluses? They're not. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. So let me start. I'm going to put my 2 here. I got 2 parentheses. What's the square root of 144? 12x and 12x. What's the square root of 49? 7 and 7. Now, I need negative 168, but positive 49. They're both minus, right? If I make this a negative and this a negative, I get negative 168, and negative times negative gives me a positive 49.